The house reeked of cigarettes, club music blasted through the walls, and my sister-in-law laughed in my face when I asked her to clean up after herself. So, I did what any good queen would do. I stripped her of every privilege she thought she was entitled to and watched her squirm. If you've ever had a house guest who overstayed their welcome, disrespected your space, and thought they were above your rules, you're going to love this story. Hit that like button, subscribe, and buckle up for a revenge that's classy, cunning, and totally deserved. 1. The calm before the storm. Let me set the stage for you. It was just another regular evening in our quiet little Arizona home where my husband and I had built a peaceful, structured life together. We both worked full-time, kept a tidy space, and our home was our sanctuary. Not fancy, not extravagant, but filled with boundaries, mutual respect, and peace. Enter my sister-in-law, Emily. Now, Emily is the kind of person who lights up a room and then proceeds to set it on fire. She's loud, chaotic, charming in a reckless way, the kind of person who leaves behind a trail of drama like perfume. You can smell it coming. She and her boyfriend had a massive fight, the kind that involved screaming, crying, and slamming doors. She stormed out of their shared condo and called us in tears, voice trembling, claiming she just needed a few days to cool off. My husband, being the empathetic brother he is, agreed instantly. Of course, he said. We've got the guest room. Stay as long as you need. Spoiler alert, that few days turned into 2 weeks. Real quick, before Emily even dropped her bags. I laid down the law, kindly, clearly, and without any room for confusion. Hey, just a few house rules. I said, clean up after yourself, no blasting music past 10, and absolutely no smoking inside. We're a non-smoking home. She nodded with that big, fake smile that says, I hear you, but I'm absolutely going to ignore everything you just said. Of course, she said. I totally get it. Promise. Famous last words. At first, things were manageable. She slept late, left half-drunk cups of coffee in random places, and binge-watched reality TV like it was a spiritual ritual. Minor annoyances, nothing worth raising hell over. But by the end of week 1, the cracks were showing and then widening. The house reeked of stale cigarette smoke. I'm talking car seat of a taxi level. She was clearly smoking indoors, and just cracking a window like that made it okay. The sink, a Mount Everest of dirty dishes, half-eaten food, lipstick-stained wine glasses, and bowls of cereal floating in sour milk. And the music! God, the music! Her Bluetooth speaker was her new best friend, blaring EDM, trap beats, or sometimes sad breakup ballads at volumes that could wake the neighbors if they weren't already calling to complain. One night, and I remember this vividly, I came home from a long day at work. The kitchen looked like a scene from a frat house party. I asked gently, Hey, Em, could you please take care of the dishes you used today? She turned around slowly, holding a glass of red wine, and with a smirk said, You're starting to sound like your mom. Not my mom. Hers. A dig, a dismissal, and a passive-aggressive slap in the face all rolled into one. I forced a smile, walked upstairs, and sat on the edge of the bed. But inside, I was done. Not angry, determined. See, Emily had been living in my house, breaking my rules and mocking me in the process, and still expected me to bend over backwards to accommodate her. So I stopped. The next morning, before she woke up, I made 3 very deliberate moves. I changed the Wi-Fi password. I locked the laundry room, and I hid the spare keys to the front gate. When she finally rolled out of bed around noon, hair a mess, slippers dragging, she realized quickly something was off. Why isn't the Wi-Fi working? Oh, I changed the password. I replied calmly, sipping my coffee. You seemed a little disconnected from the house rules, so I figured you wouldn't need the house privileges either. Her face, priceless. Eyes wide, jaw slack. holding her phone in the air like it was broken. She huffed. She puffed. She pouted. She retreated to her room like a teenager grounded from the mall. And for the next 2 days, silence. On day 3, I came home from work, and the kitchen sparkled. The dishes? Done. Counters? Wiped. Sink? Empty. It was as if Cinderella had come through in a cleaning frenzy. Emily stood by the table, clearly rehearsing this moment. Hey, about the Wi-Fi. I raised an eyebrow. I'll give you the password. I said, but first you need to say, I will follow the Queen's rules in the Queen's castle. She blinked. You're joking. I shrugged. No rules, no privileges. She rolled her eyes, muttered the phrase like a 5-year-old being forced to apologize for stealing candy. I will follow the Queen's rules in the Queen's castle. I handed her the Wi-Fi password, like I was bestowing royal pardon. From that moment on, Emily behaved. Like a miracle, she respected the rules, cleaned up, smoked outside, kept the music down. It wasn't just about the password. It was about respect, something she finally understood. There's something deeply satisfying about reclaiming your space without raising your voice. No screaming, no chaos, just calm, calculated consequence. Emily thought she could walk all over me, that I'd just be the nice sister-in-law who let things slide. But when the Queen stands up, even the loudest guests go quiet. And while she never technically apologized, the transformation said it all. Every quiet night, every clean dish, every time she tiptoed in after a smoke break, that was the payoff. Because respect earned through silent power lasts longer than any angry outburst ever could. Sometimes revenge isn't loud. Sometimes it's not messy. Sometimes it's as simple as flipping the switch and reminding someone, this is your castle, and your crown still fits just fine. If that revenge gave you goosebumps, smash that like button and tell me in the comments, what's the pettiest yet most satisfying revenge you've ever pulled off? Don't forget to subscribe for more true stories of poetic justice, unexpected power moves, and satisfying karma right here on the channel. Until next time, stay royal. Crown